Alright everyone, today we have particularly bad news, but there is one little kernel of good news within it. The bad news is that YouTube tends to give affirmative action to corporate media groups. That is, they're coming out, they use family-friendly newspeak terms to describe it. They're like, well, in order to suppress misinformation and propaganda, we're going to, on current events, we're going to have like a little notification thing that drives you to the top Google News, sort of entry on any given current event, like, in the wake of a disaster, a war, something like that, assassination. In order to sort of cut off the misinfo, we're going to prioritize and promote things from authoritative sources. Now, who do you think those authoritative sources are going to be? Do you think it's going to be Styx Hexenhammer, Stefan Molyneux, Paul Joseph Watson? By the way, do you think it's going to be the Young Turks or Progressive Voice? Or anybody else on the... No, of course, it's not going to be Bernie Sanders' fucking page. It's going to be CNN and Fox and groups like that. Corporate media, the people who propagandize and have lied to us all for decades and sometimes over a century. The New York Times, the Atlantic, the LA Times. Groups with a political axe to grind. Look, these are for-profit corporate entities. How can they not propagandize? Of course they're going to. It's like if you're one of the little people, one of the peasants, you probably lean more towards liberty. If you're a corporate group, you lean towards corporate welfare. There's a reason they want this. It's affirmative action. It's not directly... They've taken up a different line from Facebook. Facebook's line is, we're going to suppress the misinfo. In other words, independent journalism. YouTube is taking up the opposite idea. We're not going to suppress them. We're just going to promote this other stuff that competes with them. So you're telling me that if I talk about a current event, something that usually gets more views because it's breaking news, if I'm breaking a story on, well, there's been an earthquake in Rutland, many lives lost, great pain and suffering, you're telling me that a competitor of mine, someone competing for the same audience, looking for the same material, is going to be, that competitor is going to be promoted on my subject. So you're telling me that me, as an independent commentator, I've used my effort, taken my time, potentially money, whatever, to report on something, and someone competing for the same audience will be promoted on that material. Yeah, that's a really great idea. Now, I think that that'll piss off a lot of independent commentators, but I'll make another prediction. And this is maybe the silver lining part one. Silver lining part one is that it's going to cause those videos that are being promoted to get mobbed. It's not going to work any better than Facebook's system. Facebook's system was like, well, if it's fake news, we're going to put a little red mark next to it that says that Snopes says that it's, wrong. What ended up happening is it got more attention. It's just like limited state. Look, the early wave of limited state videos, which they've changed it now, so limited state videos are still searchable in many cases. Those videos got more airplay. Some of them, it's like, well, this video was uploaded 8-9 years ago. We're putting it on the naughty list. It's like some black metal song or something. Half the entries there were music. They had nothing to do with anyone speaking about anything. It was like some song from the 30s, just happened to reference a racial slur or something. Those things now are in the popular consciousness. They got more popular when you put them in limited state. So it looks like they tempered their own system so it'd be searchable. So like, obviously people are collating them off-site, which is something I suggested should be done to prevent censorship, and it looks like it more or less worked. It broke the back of limited state to some extent and made it lesser than what it was originally. What'll happen is that these videos will get more attention. Another silver lining is there are ways around this. Number one is, hey, for instance, in the description, links, I'm on Gab, I'm on Minds, I'm on Twitter, I'm on BitChute, I'm on Steemit. There are other ways to get messages out because YouTube, how much more can the search feature and things like that really get screwed up for independent commentators? Already don't appear in notifications routinely. Search results, those are algorithmically screwed around with. It no longer really reflects the reality of what people are looking for. It reflects what corporations want them to see. But here's the other really good thing about this. This would not be happening if we weren't putting enormous amounts of pressure on the legacy media. If we weren't pressuring the legacy media and chipping away at their popularity and growing much faster than they are as a collective total, some thousands or even tens of thousands of larger independent commentators and websites, if we weren't kicking their ass, there would be no reason for them to come to YouTube crawling on their knees begging for this to be implemented. That's exactly why 2020 approacheth. they're pissed off and they're scared because they know that if nothing else changes, by the time of the 2020 election, there will be independent singular YouTubers, people with single actors. They're in a home studio with a webcam and they'll be pulling in more views than any single legacy media commentator. They'll be more popular than Maddow. They'll be more popular than what's his name there? They'll be more popular than Tucker Carlson even. That's why they're scared. They're terrified of us. And by the way, it won't stop here. It won't stop with alt media like political and social commentary. It will spread out through educational content. It will inevitably affect entertainment. They'll end up promoting G-rated stuff on PewDiePie videos at some point. I guarantee you. Because there's money to be made. It's all about profit and audience retention. Look, at the fundamental core, it's about audience retention. They want to be able to compete more ably with people that are more interesting, more independent, and say cooler things. They want to compete with people like me, in other words. But they can't do that right now, not easily. Because we've got a head start of several years on them. They didn't take us seriously. We've got big audiences. It's getting very difficult for them to compete. Cable news is dying off. That's their natural medium. Newsprint's dying off. That's their natural medium. You know, terrestrial radio's dying off. Those things, they control those, but they're dying mediums. People don't care about them. You listen to the radio on your way to work. If you listen to the terrestrial radio at all, you probably have satellite radio or hook up your fucking phone. They don't control that either. They don't control, you know, those different stream services. YouTube's one of them. You pop it into your car and go. You don't have to worry about a bunch of fucking interference, and it's more crystal clear, and there's better music you can tailor to what you want to listen to. And pop in a fucking MP3 player with stuff you downloaded off YouTube. You're like, yeah, I'm going to listen to myself rant for the next hour as I drive to the store. You can do that if you want. You've got choices. Isn't that wonderful? They don't like that because in the realm of choices, they're the last choice. Yeah, they need affirmative action. The corporate media is so weak. CNN and MSNBC and these groups, BuzzFeed and Fox, they're so weak that they need YouTube to help them out. Which is why they wanted streaming service and stuff. They wanted a seat at the table. This is why the NGOs got in there. They're like, oh my goodness, lots of profit will be lost. All these people that you're not paying are getting more views than CNN. Oh my God, it's terrible. People are being misinformed. In other words, they're getting independent commentary that differs from whatever the propagandist establishmentarian line is agreed upon. What the corporate media until a few years ago was able to do is build a consensus regardless of whether that consensus was true. More than a couple years ago, if CNN had come out and told its viewers, hey, it's illegal to read WikiLeaks releases, most people just would have rolled over and accepted it. Other news groups would have replicated that same message. It would have still been wrong. It's still a lie. It's a bald-faced, politically motivated lie, but people would have accepted it. And the only people that wouldn't have would be a bunch of fucking political partisans paying attention to Fox News. And certain commentators thereupon, by the way. But we were able to dispel that myth within an hour. And now everyone knows that it's wrong now, unless they just watch cable news media. Because it's a lie. But they're going to be labeled an authoritative source. I guarantee you that they will. Despite the fact that there is a clear political motivation attending their monetary promotion. Their monetary side is, hey, we're losing our audience to a bunch of YouTubers. This pisses us off. We deserve more money, so we want our YouTube videos, which we, by the way, get money for, promoted on independent content. Well, when are you going to promote my content on a CNN video? Is that going to happen? So my encouragement is this. Since it's clear that independent commentators will, by default, be demoted by the promotion of their competitors on their own fucking content. Because of that fact, I encourage you to follow me on every other platform. Yeah, you should follow. I'm the biggest bit shooter. You should follow me there. I'm headed up towards 1 million views. I want to be the first, by the way, to hit that on that platform. I think that would be cool. You should follow me on Twitter. You know, it's still hit or miss whether you get notified because of their quality filter, which is a de facto partial shadow ban of my content. Yeah, growth has slowed down a little bit, but it's still there. Gab and Minds, certainly, rising up quickly on both of those platforms. And Steemit. Steemit's a little bit more hit or miss as to whether I can even upload there, but I do some text, like some blog-style posts there as well. I've even thought about creating like a WordPress site specifically for the video content, like a WordPress site where I share it out. I've already got one for my literature. It wouldn't be that difficult to make. It wouldn't be that difficult to pop it in there. And it would be more, you know, WordPress doesn't routinely kick people off for being mildly offensive. You said hell, oh my God, we've got to demote your content. That doesn't really happen on WordPress sites, so it'd be interesting. So I'm thinking of that. promote and definitely subscribe, click the bell, and I think you have to click it twice now to get it to actually notify you of everything. Do that for all of your friendly internet independent commentators. Whoever you follow. I could be the only one that you're following. It could be you follow a dozen of them. Click the bell, subscribe, share the stuff around when you see it uploaded, cross-platform, because that's the only way we're going to continue to destroy the corporate media. And the quicker that we denigrate them and grind them down, the less likely things like this are to happen in the future. Because eventually you hit a tipping point, and YouTube will say, why should we help you? Why should we help CNN? Look, your audience is declining. Nobody cares about you. We've got plenty of YouTubers that can easily replace you. Any 3 of them is worth your whole network. And they're cheaper too, so we're going to promote them instead. We can get the tech firms on our side, but we have to keep working, and we have to stick together. No more of this bullshit attacking one another over minor differences. We're getting shilled constantly. I see the share blues threads constantly on 4chan. It's like, it's not just it's summer, it's more like, hey, the midterms are approaching. The people who are politically motivated and in bed, by the way, with a CNN or an MSNBC, they're constantly pushing their propaganda. That's about all. Peace out.